Yes, yes, yes. We are back. It's your boys from the lane. I am Aaron James, and I'm here with the guy.
Nathan G. Books, yes, man. I'm
Yeah,
excited for this one.
yes, we're back, man. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have enjoyed your summer. But today's a special day, bro, because the weekend is upon us, which means the football
Exactly.
season is back to
Yeah,
regularity. Yeah,
listen,
back to normal scheduling.
have you enjoyed your last few months? Has it been a good few
Well,
months for you, Aaron?
I mean, listen, yeah, like so. I love sport. Yeah, I
Mm,
love indulging in sport. So I'm not gonna
mm,
act like I didn't enjoy the athletics or the Diamond League, whatever it
mm-hmm.
was. The Euros, which maybe we'll spend a little moment on, and the Olympics. I've enjoyed summer.
I
Yeah, I've
haven't,
enjoyed
yeah.
summer. I
Uh-huh.
would have liked to come away with a few more gold medals and
Mm,
a few more, let's say, just the Euros. Yeah.
mm.
Before we get into it, bro, quick summary of the Euros. What was your thoughts on England? Southgate's gone. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, well, on that subject, not surprised he's gone. I think respect to him for everything. When you look back at his overall tenure, he's transformed the culture. He's made it a positive thing. He's made it. When you hear about Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, all of that generation talk about what it was like with England, and I feel like Southgate has rarely changed that in terms of it's a positive where there's no cliques of who's with what clubs you're from. He's also made it a thing where it's not just top six. I
Right.
feel like beforehand, if you're playing for the maybe top four back in the day,
Yeah.
like you're playing, you're gonna be in the England squad. Now it's like, nah, like who? Do you get me? A man
Well, just to
from
clarify, you are
Palace.
just to clarify, you as a Gareth Southgate
Oh,
hater.
I'm a hater. Don't get me wrong, but when you
You
look
know
back
why
at
all of
his
this like,
over,
oh, like
nah, do you know
he's
what I
God, he was
mean?
the best guy ever.
But I'm
Bro,
just saying he's done a lot. He's done a
yeah,
lot.
keep the
But the
same
next,
energy, G Books.
listen, I'm just saying the next man up better
Yeah.
take over
Right, so
and
you know what's crazy? On my FM game, yeah. Guess who's
mm,
still the under 21s manager? Lee
gone.
Carsley.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's now obviously in real life he's the interim manager. But
yeah, yeah.
I'm like 12 years in or something on my FM game,
Mm,
and he's still the under
that's
21s
weak
manager.
numbers, but yeah, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
taken over as interim manager. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
But
listen, go on.
well, even though I was gonna say, I hope that's what I'm saying. I hope he had a good summer because, yeah,
Agreed.
man, Tottenham they're gonna ruin it for us, bruv. They're gonna
Nah, nah,
ruin
nah.
the. I hope you enjoyed the last 3 months because your
Are you
next
not
nine,
optimistic? Are you not optimistic?
it's just. Do you
Oh
know
well,
what?
okay. Well,
Like,
before we get into it, let me just quickly say a few words about the summer because, like,
go for
I
it.
have enjoyed it. You're right, and I think just the Euros was interesting. Not great performances, but I'm optimistic for the future. I think a new manager coming in is good. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, one thing I did think about is actually, you know what? Yeah, I think we had many players at Tottenham out of the Euros, which is maybe not a great representation of our football club, but from a rest point of view, some of our key players who had injuries last year didn't were able to have a summer off more or less. Yeah,
Mm.
including like a key one is James Madison. Yeah,
Yeah,
and so let's get into it.
yeah, but if yeah, do you know what it's because? Do you know what it's? There's two things of why I'm not necessarily overall optimistic. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like two truths and a lie, two negatives and a positive. Yeah, and
go
I'll
for
give
it.
you what we call a sandwich. Where you start off with a negative, positive in the middle, negative on the end. First negatives is the transfers. You can't tell me signing Archie Gray, Lucas Bergval, and Dominic Solanke is a great transfer window.
Mm.
Of in like, I know we got rid of people, but we got rid of people. Most of them were on loan last year. We weren't really part, so we haven't actually changed. Like only Emerson and Hoiberg who are
Right.
playing for us, who we've gotten rid of. Everyone else who
So
we've gotten rid of weren't playing. Like they were
my
on
thing
loan.
about that,
So for
right?
me, the transfer. But let me just go to the three, and then we could go. Then the positive is Angeball. I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
forward
yeah,
to
yeah.
seeing some Angeball. Especially, I'm hoping a year in that the players know more. I always feel like the second year is when you could really judge a man.
Right.
Yeah, second and third year. And then the negative again is the friendlies. The fact that we're conceding some of the same goals we saw last year, like,
Mm.
and mainly just like we're conceding.
You
What
put a
did we?
lot of weight into friendlies.
Not the result, but
The
kind
performance.
of performance and
I've
like
heard people
what
say
am I
that.
seeing?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
what am
yeah,
I seeing? And like like the game against Bayern, the most recent one, we conceded 2 goals from
yeah.
set pieces. I'm like, we were conceding like, and obviously Angie's so stubborn, and that's
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
reminding me how stubborn. Like you think, do you know? I feel like the summer, it's like, especially, I feel like this summer has been like, you know, with a breakup, you forget all the negatives. Like when you break up with someone, you think, oh, I missed them, all the positives, they were great. But then you actually remember, wait, there was this about them, there was that, and with Ange is
Mm,
stubbornness because
right.
we need the defensive coach, whoever my man is, it needs to be changed
What I would
because
say, yeah,
to
that's funny.
that's
Like, I think so. It's funny because from me, my perspective, right? Um, the two boys came in, and I think, do you know what it is? They came in. I feel like they came in relatively early in the window, yeah. So
yeah.
it felt like almost as if, oh, we're moving correct. We're getting this
Well,
on early.
Bergvall we signed last year.
Yeah, so
He
maybe
just
he arrived. So yeah, so maybe it kind of gave the impression of like, oh, talking about moving. But I
Nah.
think for me specifically, yeah, you're not wrong about additions. And I feel like we needed two players. One was a striker, which obviously we got. We could touch on Dominic, and the other was like maybe potentially another creative forward or midfielder type position, yeah, which for me personally would be in Eberici Eze. I think he had a really good Euros in his cameo position as a squad player, and I think he just provides additional depth and can play in a couple of positions. But what I'm wanting to see more than a lot, though, yeah, is, bro, some of our players, in my opinion, are still a big representation of the old guard. And when I say the old guard, I'm talking about the area that we've just come out of, which is um, uh, Mourinho, Nunes, and Conte.
Conte.
Yeah,
Oof,
and
oof,
those players exactly, bro.
oof.
So there's some players that
Stialini. Oof, Mason.
exactly
Oh
that.
gosh.
So we've got to be rid of
Oh
Højbjerg and Emerson. Listen, good
yeah,
signing for the club. Wish you the best of luck. Take it easy. Man will drop you at the airport if you need an
yeah.
extra hand. Yeah,
Listen,
but
yeah.
I still feel like I think it's time for Lo Celso to say. Lo Celso came in on the potch. Yeah, I think it's time. I love him. I love our homegrowns. Obviously, from the lane, but I think Ollie Skip's got to go. Yeah, I think so. For me, I guess my point with what I'm saying is, I was, I guess I'm also keen to see some players leave as much as I'm keen to see players.
Yeah.
When you play FM, bro, what's it like? You know what it's like
No,
having
but the
players on
thing
the
is,
squad
yeah,
and you're like, you want to
I
just
hear it.
leave now.
But the thing is, one thing we know better than most Tottenham
Brian Hill, let me
fans,
add Brian Hill
yeah.
to that as
No,
well.
he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, yeah, I must have
Is
said,
he
yeah,
gone?
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
even know
gone
if
on loan.
he's he
He's gone
gone
on
on loan.
loan. He needs to be sold. He's
Yeah.
gone on
Do
loan.
you know one thing we as football manager players know better than maybe a lot of Tottenham
Yeah.
players right now is how the registration works? Because a lot of people are like, oh, homegrown. How does it work? Because the Premier League and the European have two homegrown rules, and the
Mm,
homegrown rule for the Premier League is, I believe you have to have like up to 8 players who are homegrown from your league,
yeah,
and that's obviously we have that, or there's a minimum. But um, the European homegrown is you have to have 4 from your club as a minimum,
right,
not just from the
right.
league, but 4 of them have to be from your club. Right now, we only have 3. We have the 2 goalkeepers and Oliver
Yeah,
Skip. So if we sell Oliver Skip, we can't even replace Oliver Skip because it has to be a homegrown for the European side. So with Oliver Skip, we might as well keep him because even if we sell him, he can't be replaced. So
mm, yeah.
yeah, so
I guess
I do. You're right. We do need to
I
get rid
get
of
what
some
you're
players,
saying.
and there's
So
some
I'm
players that we
connect to
massively
my
should get rid of. But
sorry,
like
get my internet's
that,
messing up.
just getting rid of them, I don't. Oh, we back.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Keep going,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. So what I was saying is, yeah, I just don't think getting rid of players equates to a good summer. Like I think when
No,
I look at,
of
because
course.
I think I think Kuliveski, he's probably been my favorite person to watch over the preseason.
Mm,
But from the
yeah,
middle, we need a right winger who can beat a man. And Brennan Johnson, I don't know if I think Brennan Johnson's the long term option, even though it's crazy. We bought for 50 million, but I just don't know if I want him as my main right
you know,
winger for
with
going
Brennan,
into the
yeah,
season.
I think with Brennan, it's his style of play. He's not like an Aaron Lennon where he's going to dribble at guys. What he
Mm,
wants is he wants it in behind, like he wants the ball over the top so he can run in behind. Yeah,
mm,
and what I think. And it's interesting because obviously we've got Timo Werner in on loan again,
mm-hmm.
which means clearly what Ange wants for the system is wingers high and wide. yeah, with pace. So if you look at Werner one side, don't be surprised if you see Werner one side and Johnson the other quite often on occasions, or maybe now Son out there if Dominic's going for the middle, because they will get to the bar line and flash it across the box where you're expecting a Son, a Solanke, or a Richarlison or Madison to come in on it, right? Or Kulusevski. So we understand what he's trying to do, but you're not. Listen, I get where you're coming from. I think for me, it's just like for us to move forward. Or in my mind, I also associate with the changing of certain players can be a sign of moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to your point though, when you actually look at it, if you're looking at maybe because we don't know what position or what role Archie Gray's going to play in squad, we have an idea. We think it'll be maybe like I think he'll float between the under 23s and the first team squad. He'll be a squad player, I think, in the first squad at least by the middle of the season or the end of the season. But
Yeah.
realistically, we've actually signed one man now.
Like, for the first team, like the first, not a squad, the first team, only one man, and that's only Solanke. If you told me at the beginning of the season, Solanke's he's not making me feel warm, bro. I don't feel nice with Solanke.
So we spoke about this the other day, yeah, and like,
can I hear a joke? Can I tell you a joke I saw on Twitter or X?
Go on.
Yeah, you ready for this one?
Let me hear it.
I knew Dominic was tall, but I didn't know he was so lanky.
Yeah, I respect it. I don't know if our listeners will respect it.
Oh, you do?
I respect it. Yeah.
Do you need me to repeat it again? Do you to get it for it to land? Alright, cool. So so I didn't know Dominic was so tall. I knew he was so tall, but I didn't know he was so lanky.
Yeah.
Oh, pause.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
My thing is because Andrew. So I said to you earlier in the week, because Andrew's happy with it, I'm happy with it. What I mean by that is, from my understanding, before you go,
the joke caught you, innit? You caught the joke, innit? It took a while, but you caught it.
No,
okay.
bro, I caught the joke before.
It's fine.
I'm more laughing at your reaction though to me saying Solanke. But like my thing is, I think because Andrew's happy with it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
But what I think is that like clearly he's chosen him over Ivan Toney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we understand that they're both available, and some will argue that Ivan Toney would maybe be available for a cheaper price as well. Contract. We know he's just had the Euros, and once again, as a squad player, had a good cameo. But he's obviously gone with Solanke maybe for a better fit for the squad, or maybe has different dynamics that he brings. What does Solanke bring to our squad, bro?
I think from looking at it, I think he has like the best pressing stats for a striker, and I think. And when you look at what Andrew wants, that's really the massive thing. You look at he's a non-stop presser.
Yeah, he can score goals.
He can score goals. He's scored 19 Premier League goals with nothing to sniff at. So
one thing I didn't like though, I don't know if you saw my post on Instagram, but like this is advice to all players that come to Tottenham. Yeah, stop doing jokes about the other side. We don't like it. Stop talking about them. Matt Doherty done it where they went through those pieces. It's like, bro, Matt Doherty, you saw what career you had with us. Yeah. Once again, listen, as Spurs fans, we respect any man that puts on a jersey and plays for us. We do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you have to say you scored Arsenal 10 years ago for us to sign you. You look better than man. Kulusevski, even Sissoko, Aurier, like Doherty, better than man.
Kane, he's a Chelsea graduate.
Oh, I don't even like to say it.
Leave it alone.
I just remember back to Liverpool. Liverpool is like that's as far as I remember. Yeah.
Listen, I remember at Chelsea because I was thinking to myself, okay, apparently at the time as a kid he was meant to be the next one.
Guy, yeah. So apparently, like Mourinho said, him and a couple other guys, like if they didn't make it to England, Mourinho said, like I've messed up. Like that's how much high hopes he had.
I don't know if they were part of the under 17s or the under 20s that won it back in the day.
So hopefully he can live up to that. But okay, going into this season, what do you think our best 11 is? Let's do a best 11, and then kind of what do we think we're going to see at Leicester as well.
All right, for me, my starting 11 is in goal, obviously Vicario. So he's one. I think he showed himself to be one of the best keepers in the league last year. I think he was phenomenal when it comes to shot stopping and his reaction and his ability to play up in the back. I do question though what he thinks about the fact how if you're a keeper or centre back, you want to keep clean sheets, right? And I don't think he had many clean sheets last year because of the style of football that he plays. So I wonder if he's maybe at times gets a bit frustrated. But his commitment to the shirt, amazing. Right back, I'm going Pedro Porro. Other side, Udogie. Centre backs, I'm going Van der Veen and Romero. So the back five is the same back five from last year. I feel like Dragusin will get more minutes now. I think he had a good
I hope
Euros.
so. I hope so.
And a
He
decent
deserves it.
preseason as well. So I think now that he's here, he is our first off the bench defender. Yeah, I think did he play? Yeah, because I think he might have. I think we went to back five on a few occasions last year, bro. Do you remember?
So we had Mickey. Mickey went to the left for
Okay,
a couple games towards the end when he did,
and then
Draghi came in, so he didn't end the
we've got the option
season.
as well. Yeah, and Udogie's just come back from injury, so he's been training over pre-season, but he may not necessarily start the first game. So he had the option for Van der Veen to go one side and
Draghi to come in.
Now,
he hasn't had the best pre-season for us. He's looked a bit shaky.
I thought he looked. Okay,
I would. Yeah, I don't know. I think I thought he looked a bit shaky at times, but I like him. I like who we have as options.
Yeah. So in midfield, this is where it gets a bit more like, okay, interesting.
We got bare guys now.
Well, I told you about my FM team. How I've got two in midfielders, and at one point I was like, "Do we have just loads of midfielders at Spurs in real life?" I would say though, if I was to start the season, I would go Basuma in the holder. He's someone that was it against Hearts? He looked decent in the preseason.
Yeah,
and he scored that goal. I would still go Sarr because I think he's our box-to-box midfielder, and when he's fit and flying, I've been sort of started last season. I'm hoping he can replicate that form, and then I would go Maddison in number 10. Maddison has to step up. The number 10 playmaker role is not guaranteed to no one, including our number 10. Yeah, so we want Maddison to deliver. Now, all right. So first game of the season, or my preferred 11. I think we're now in a position where we've got a few wingers, but I'm still going to go Kulusevski on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, for the time being anyway. Regardless of what I said about Brennan Johnson, we're going to go Son on the left. It's hard to say whether I actually don't know whether he prefers the left or up front more. He does, he does.
No, to be fair, Son said he prefers the left. Yeah, he done an interview recently and said he prefers the left.
I'll be honest with you, when he was fit and flying, I liked him down the middle as well.
I liked him down the middle. But I'm seeing a lot of the people saying, it was an experiment that failed. And I'm like,
it didn't fail.
I wouldn't say it failed.
He had the Asian Cup as well.
I think he tailored off towards the end, but I wouldn't say it failed down the middle.
No, exactly. And then the big man, the big man, Solanke, number, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll say number 9, but Solanke down the middle. I don't know what it means for Richarlison long term, but like he can't.
Bench striker.
Nathan, like go to your 11 because I would love to. There's a player that I left out. I want to get your thoughts on, but let me hear yours.
So same back five.
Yeah.
The midfield is okay. I don't know if it's the best 11, but it's the 11 I want to see against Leicester. Yeah, same back five. The midfield, I want to see Bentancur as my number 6. Number 8, I want to go for Maddison.
Okay.
And Kulusevski as the number 10.
Oh, you want no defensive structure in the midfield. Cool. You just want to get run up and run.
Yeah. Have you seen Leicester's team? I can't name Harry Winks plays for them.
You know, so
when Harry Winks start,
I've got a friend that's Leicester, and he was like losing Dewsbury Hall was like a big one. And I was like, okay, interesting, but like, go on.
Let's. You know, when I first think we got Leicester, I was like, that's a tough game. That is because Leicester's. Then I looked at Leicester's team. I said, hold on, this ain't Leicester.
I'll be honest with you though, if Vardy scores, I'm done.
Yeah, he always scores against us. Give him a goal from the get-go. Let him do his flying. Let him drink a Red Bull or something when he scores. kick the post at the end. You know the corner flag. He always gets a goal. At 40 years old, shit me, man.
Yeah, he's like 37.
It must be like 37. I feel like it was 37 last Premier League season. That was so I don't know, but who knows? But yeah, I think, and then front three, if with that midfield, Brennan, Solanke, and Son. Reason why, is because for me it's Basuma or Bentancur, but I rarely want to, because for me when I think of creating midfielders, Yeah, I really want to try Kuliveski and Madison. I really want to
Yeah,
see if it can work.
fair.
And I
Yeah,
feel like against a promoted team is probably the
right.
best way to see if it can work. Especially
Yeah.
because, like I said, this isn't the Leicester of old. Like I do want. I wouldn't say this for every game, but I really want to see if because
Right.
with Madison is, I feel like he struggled under pressure of like he flourished when he first started, but when he came out from injury, I think the pressure of being you go create, he
Of
just
course.
couldn't. But I
Of
feel
course.
like having the balance with him and Kuliveski with the and I'm just thinking, yeah, how much? And I feel like Madison's a midfielder. He should be able to. I don't know. That's just my dream
You know
of what
what?
I would want. Do
Absolutely.
I think? I think it could happen because even what someone said to put and just Poch, whoa, that's a throwback. Well, someone said to Ange in his recent press conference, what can because Kilvesti's been playing as a striker in friendly, so he's like, can he play as a striker? Like, do you
Full
see that as
time.
an option?
Yeah.
He said, no, I don't see his option. His best position is down the middle. Yeah. And Konversky, like I said, he's been the number one person
He
in
said,
the
and
friendlies.
Kulusevski said in an interview, I think,
He prefers
halfway through
down the
last
middle.
season, that he prefers down the middle. So
So I want to try
maybe,
it. I
yeah,
really, because I don't think
I think,
with Kuliveski, you can't drop for me. And it's not even I think Kuliveski's been the best. He's categorically been the best player in the friendly games. So it's like, can you drop someone who's been the best player in the game so far?
yeah, fair.
And you can't drop Madison because he's the vice captain. He's Madison. He's meant to be one
Yeah,
of the lead.
definitely.
So I would want
I
to try it.
wonder.
I would want to see if that works.
I wonder if it does potentially, and I get how ambitious you want to be there. If it might leave us a bit overstretched in the middle of the park, where
We're
defensive,
already overstretched. We can
yeah,
have 10 men at the back, but 10 men at the back means they're still up front in this
I hear it.
formation.
I hear it.
So you might as well lean into it.
What is good though, is that we have like now, and I definitely think when everyone was fit last season, we could say this, where we can now debate two or at least three or four positions where we're like, oh, if our wingers, if Brennan Johnson has a good start, he'll come into contention. Where if Timo Werner kind of gets firing, who knows if Richarlison comes off the bench and gets a couple of goals, we may start saying, should he be involved more? So there's like
Yeah.
at least now a few
Yeah.
options for us over throughout the pitch, which is like nice because at
It
least
is
under the
nice.
old regime, and when I say the old regime, I literally put all three of the managers together, Mourinho, Moyes, and Conte. We knew the starting 11. We knew it wasn't going to change week in, week out. Bro, we've got Europe this year. Is that something we need to worry about when it comes to our league?
Don't worry about it. I think we have do you know one thing the pre-seasons really showed us? We got a lot of youngsters.
A
That
lot
I
of
want. And do you know what I see when I see Europa League? The best we got from Europa League was Harry Kane and Andros Townsend because
wow.
it gives and it was back then when we used to be in
Andros
Europa League
Townsend.
back then, but it gave that group of Harry Kane, Andros. I feel like those two they shined the most at
Shout
that
out to Tom
time.
Carroll as well. He was about back in the
Tom
day.
Carroll,
Yeah.
that generation.
Dean Parrott had a couple
There
goals.
was even Livermore. You get me? Like,
Shout out to Jake. He had a
you
good
get
career.
me? So
Yeah.
like, I feel like all of those types of players for us at that time
Right.
used Europa League to break into the Premier League. Like that's what it is. So I feel like for these youngsters,
And we've got a good like six or so, like
but we
Dorrington,
got loads of them.
Mikey Moore,
Mikey
Langshaw,
Moore,
Donnelly,
yeah.
Alfie Devine.
And the thing
There's a
is,
few.
I think. So apparently, reports are saying Donnelly, Devine, and Phillips are going out on loan. Langshaw might stay. Mikey Moore apparently is going to stay. So Europa League for them, like they're going to
Yeah,
get their starts in
I
it.
agree.
But
I
at the
agree.
same time, you need to mix because I need I
Yeah.
need a trophy, bruv.
Yeah.
I need Thursday night.
Yeah. Listen, if
I
we win
need
the Europa
it.
League, yeah,
Oof.
I'm taking time off work.
What?
We're
Yeah.
celebrating like
Nah,
a
it's
trophy.
crazy.
Give me
A
give me a
trophy.
Carabao. Give me a
Boy,
Carabao. Yeah?
listen, I almost wanted the Malaysian Cup that they had
Listen,
when Bayern Munich beat us. I
the
almost
fact
wanted
that
that.
Kane didn't lift it
What
was
do you
like,
think about that?
no, listen, I understand. I think people are making a bigger deal of it. I get it. It's respectable.
It's
Yeah, I get it.
the marketing
There's
model,
no
but
issue there.
nah, listen,
Huh?
he's media trained.
There's no
That's
need. There's no need for. It's just. It's yeah. It's silly. He knows the narrative. He's aware of what the narrative is. Lifting a friendly cup at Whitehall is just weird. It's just like there's no point for it.
there's no need for it.
Yeah, can
There's
you
no
imagine,
need
bro?
for it.
Like, imagine if you're in the crowd, bro. Yeah, and Kane lifts a trophy up at you, like, bro. You know, we used to go together.
It did. Nah,
How you
nah,
come
nah. Nah, yeah,
Well, you can't
nah,
say that, huh?
nah, like that.
Bro, we used to go together.
No, Harry
Harry,
done.
now you coming here with a new man. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, showing him off to the world, bro. Let
Hey, listen.
me.
All right, bro. All right. So just outside of us, because obviously this channel is all things Tottenham, all things football,
Okay.
and it's only right that we quickly touch on what is going on with them boys down at the bridge, man. Yeah,
They
them
signing everyone like.
the boys
No, they
have to
got,
do a team talk
yeah.
on a cruise. Yeah, in
They
a
got
concert stadium.
they have FM game in editor in real life, bro. They can
This,
sign any. They can register any. I don't know I don't know how you can have a 25
can I tell you a
man
story?
registration with what they have. Go on,
Can I
tell
tell you a
me.
story? Yeah. So on FM, yeah,
Go
I
on,
don't know
tell
how
me.
a few things happened. Made a bit of money, and I end up with like 250 mil in the bank.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Now me, like I would like to think for the most of the time I'm a sensible man when it comes to my FM money. I buy who I need to. Just spend it
Mm.
clean. Nah, bro, not
Mm.
this time.
No,
I just spent a splashed. Like my current squad needs to be trimmed. Like I've got like 6 midfielders more than I need. I've got
no,
10
no,
midfielders.
don't do
No, I've
it.
got 10 midfielders over 3 positions.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. You can't
And part
have.
of that, a couple of them are youngsters. A couple of them are like youngsters,
Nah,
like
get rid.
one's 17, one's 19, and a couple like 21-year-olds. But the point is, yeah, there was a lack of control and discipline. Yeah, because I had
Mm.
access to these funds in a way that I hadn't had before.
Yeah, I hear
Now,
it.
just to clarify, I'm talking specifically about FM, not real life. Yeah, but
Yeah, I hear that's a lot though.
financial literacy and that. Yeah,
You
but
need
it
to.
feels like Chelsea
That is
have
hundred
just
percent,
mirrored
one
me.
hundred percent. They mirrored you, bro. They mirrored
Like,
you.
how do you sign Drewsbury Hall and think you're that? And no disrespect to him, but you don't usually like Chelsea to sign a championship player to a place because he will just do a very similar job in a slightly different way to a Conor Gallagher, right? Same age, similar profile, similar, more or less similar exact position as part of the midfield three.
Yeah,
The
the
business doesn't make sense.
the Dewsbury one. The only reason I understand it is because they got the Leicester manager in it. So man just
Okay,
wanted someone he
that
knew.
he's familiar with.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
already to have one person come in the door knowing I know how you play because I just
yeah, I
played it
get
five
it.
minutes
I get it. I
ago.
get it.
That's the only way I know.
You move into your
Everyone,
new house to make you feel
yeah,
comfortable. You bring
you
your whole
bring your own.
kettle. You know what I'm
Get
saying?
me? Someone if you're gonna have everything else new, at least let me have my old kettle. Do you get
Yeah,
me?
I get it. I get it. I
Like
get
I
it.
like the way it boils. You get me?
Yeah, wow, that's just weird. I hear it.
Wow.
I don't know it
Anyway,
boils. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it gets hot. Yeah, like, I
anyway.
hear it. I hear it.
So
I hear it. I hear
yeah,
it.
I don't know. I just don't know how it's allowed. Someone said they've signed like 20 players since the new
I think,
owners.
yeah,
Like I just don't know how it's. They make me think I don't understand how football
I don't understand
works.
ball. I don't know football.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know. I
the.
don't know. I don't know the legalities of football because
Yeah, bro, you didn't even know that word what that word meant until Chelsea came
listen,
in, bro.
what's because in my opinion, just off this window,
Legalities.
just
Oof.
off these 2 windows alone, yeah. If Man City have 115 charges, then Chelsea have 265.
Bruv,
Yeah,
Chelsea have charges, rude boy. They're
like
gonna
it doesn't
have
make any sense to me.
charges. Get
Yeah.
me?
Okay. Well, we'll see. Like I think. What about any of the other big clubs? Bro? Anyone stand out to you as like you think who have good seasons? Obviously, United, Arsenal, City, Liverpool,
Yeah, I think
Aston Villa.
Liverpool. Well, first I was going to say Liverpool. Liverpool one will be interesting. Same team, new manager. I think they're the only one out of the big clubs, maybe in the Prem, who haven't signed anyone new,
Yeah.
and
They
that'll be
struggle to get that Big
interesting.
Mendy guy in it.
Yeah,
He cancelled last minute.
like yeah, he was like 95%, and then he said no, nope.
Yeah.
Which I like that bit of loyalty. I like that bit of loyalty to a club. So I think it'll be interesting to see because we could finish fourth or third depending on them. They're like, ooh,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Aston Villa got a good squad on paper. On paper, they got a good
Let go of
squad.
Louise and DRB, but they
I
bring in
know. I like old
Barkley.
Nana.
They bring in Barkley, innit?
They brought in Barkley. They brought in a bit of old Nana.
Oh
Oh,
no,
Nana.
Everton boy, yeah.
Look, what you
That ain't even my name, mate. That ain't even my Andre.
that
That ain't even my name, mate.
mate. That is such a flex. Like man really
Andre,
learned
that ain't even
another
my name, mate.
language. Man learned another language,
He
but in a
learned
different
the
accent.
accent as well. Yeah?
Crazy.
That ain't my
It's
name, mate.
crazy. My name is my name.
Okay.
So yeah,
The others. I mean, listen. And let's try to be impartial.
exactly.
You know, but the other side of North London.
Relegation.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right.
no,
I wasn't
no.
sure, but you've definitely confirmed my thoughts as well.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Balanced opinion.
yeah.
No,
No, I
I
think that's
think
a balance of 100%,
I think
100%.
yeah, top two, not
Okay,
but not top one, top two, but
I've
not top
decided.
place
Yeah,
though.
I've decided about that. Right, so I didn't like how I was made to feel by my team by getting put in a position where to not get Champions League,
And
I
I'll do
actually
it
wanted it to
again.
be us.
I'll do it again. I will do it again.
I won't. Yeah, I won't.
I would.
I,
I would do
I
it
need
again.
I need my team to win for
I
me
would do it again.
and for me only.
No,
We don't play for
I
nobody
would do
else.
it
Yeah,
again. I'll do it
we
again and
got
again
we
and
actually got.
again.
Just so funny, bro, because you are the voice of many Spurs fans. Because we done that video that actually went, you done pretty well. I think got over like 1,000 views on Instagram, and it was of us asking Tottenham fans a Man City, a Man City win or Arsenal in the league, and they all said they hope Man City battered us, right?
Mm.
So we was in a position last year, which is like, oh no, I don't want to. I want us. Let's just play for us. Yeah, like
I'll do it
let's just play
again.
for us.
I'll do it again
So
because in a year's time, you're not going to remember we finished. You're not going to remember we finished fifth, but you would
right,
have remembered Arsenal winning. It's what
yeah,
what would
yeah.
affect me long term. You not thinking short term. You not thinking now. No, I think about the long term. Do you, the amount of sufferings we would have had if Arsenal won the league. Oh my gosh! Oh, I would have. You couldn't leave your yard. Your wife's an Arsenal fan. You wouldn't be. You wouldn't be able to leave that room.
We don't talk about her.
That room. You wouldn't have been able to leave it.
We don't talk about her. We don't talk about Arsenal on this podcast.
Now, listen,
That's not Arsenal.
the rest of the house
Yeah.
would have been a no-go section for you, big boy. Couldn't even leave that little brother.
Big advice to all of the guys, but make sure you understand who you're marrying before you marry them.
Make sure you understand who you're married before you marry them.
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah. I think she's looking forward to this season. I think she thinks they're in a good position to do well. Yeah. All right. Well, listen.
Anyway.
It's great to be back. It's great to kind of have some content in. We definitely need to bring in some people from different fan bases and have some conversations. I know a Leicester guy, so who knows? We'll have a conversation after the game. Well, that's all right. Let's be honest. Once again, if we lose, we're not talking to him. If we beat him 5-0, then hey, come on, please,
come on, please.
Why not? We'd love to buy you. You know.
Why not?
And then we'll definitely be getting out to some fan reviews. So if you're going to be in at some of the home games throughout the season, just hit us up before. But we'll be around as well doing some more content.
100%.
And touching base. We're looking forward to really building this channel and building this community. And yeah, man, just stay in touch with us, follow what we're doing, and yeah, much love, bro. Sign us out, Nathan.
Yeah, listen, my name's Nathan G. Books. That is Aaron James. Once again, thank you guys for coming on our journey. But stay tuned for our content. Like, subscribe, on Instagram, on YouTube, and just stay with us and just join us on our journey. Listen, enjoy your rest of the week. Hopefully, we have a great weekend for our Spurs fans. And like always, come on, you Spurs.
Let's go. Peace out.